Hello, Libra. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. All right, let's get started with your oracles. Also, be sure to check out my other channel, Into the Unknown Tarot. The link for that is in the description if you'd like to check it out. All right, messages for Libra. Have determination, courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, and firmness. On the bottom is social events, establish contact, invitation, and fellowship. All right, we're going to get the handmade cards. We're going to get 3 of these. Messages for Libra. You have Cancer. Wants to be you. And obsessing. Well, that's practically both the same cards. On the bottom is you're getting what you deserve. So good or bad, you're getting what you deserve. You could be dealing with a Cancer. This could also be like the Chariot, moving on, moving forward, moving out. So someone is obsessing over someone else. So let's get the Twisted Oracle. We're going to get 3 of these for more context. Messages for Libra. Have GPS. True colors. And ashamed. Guilt, embarrassed, in the wrong. Someone could be stalking someone else. Could be being found out. On the bottom is new boo. Something shady going on here. It feels to me like whoever this is that's obsessing, and they're known, like the person who they're doing this to, they know them. It's like someone could be keeping an eye on someone else. This could be a situation where someone thinks the other is cheating. They could be obsessed. But this could also be someone who's just like stalking someone else and it gets found out and they're embarrassed about it. All right, let's get started with the overall energy. Tell me about the overall energy for Libra. King of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Hierophant, that's Taurus energy. And the Nine of Coin in reverse. Uh-oh. Nine of Cups in reverse. Could be someone pretending to be single when they're really not. King of Cups in reverse. The Hierophant, Nine of Coin in reverse. Temperance. Eight of Wands. And the Chariot in reverse. Let me get some more. Temperance. Eight of Wands. Chariot in reverse. Nine of Wands. Blocking in order to have balance. I just feel like someone here is being really shady. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Nine of Pentacles in reverse again. It's saying someone isn't going to be successful at pretending to be single when they're really not. Some kind of it's due to some sort of communication. So either some sort of communication being found. It seems like someone is cheating. They're pretending to not be in a relationship or pretending not to be married. They're blocking something in order to have balance. They're emotionally manipulating. Tell me about the overall energy for Libra. Homeless. Yeah, they're blocking in order to have balance so they don't get kicked out or left out in the cold. Stubbornness. They're whatever they're doing here, they're definitely trying to prevent things from going south for them. Perseverance. Oh, this person may have got caught doing something and they may have said that they stopped, but they continued. It's definitely saying something here is not going in their favor. Whatever they're trying to do here, it's not going to work out for them. So tell me about the situation. Tell me about the situation for Libra. Two of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups. And Four of Coin. Something here is getting found out. Something that this person was withholding is getting found out. There's a breakup, walking away from a person or a situation. Either that or this person is saying that they've gotten out of a relationship. I don't I feel like if there's a third party here, the third party is not aware that this person is in some kind of relationship. They could be telling the third party that they broke up with whoever they were with. I don't think that's true though. Two of Cups in reverse, Eight of Cups, Four of Coin. Yeah, there's a lack of clarity. Unhappiness, Knight of Swords, offering truth, Four of Pentacles. Something is being withheld here. This could be a situation where this person, there was like a separation or a breakup, and this person started seeing someone during the breakup, and then they got back together with whoever they broke up with and continued seeing this other person. Because it's saying there's truth to what they're saying, but they're still withholding something. There's a lack of clarity about a breakup. The Sun, not a sword. The Sun in reverse, Not of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups. The Empress in reverse. Or, oh my goodness, here I'm going back and forth. If it's not that, this person's playing games. That's the problem here. I think they're playing games between the person they're in a relationship and a third party. If it's not what I just said, then this person has been caught doing something and they said they stopped, but they haven't. Like if they got caught cheating or talking to someone else, whatever that is, they've told their person that they're with that they've stopped doing that, but they haven't. There's something here this person's still withholding. Tell me about the situation. It definitely seems like in regards to relationship, there's a lot of problems going on here. Whether it's due to this cheating or not. Compromise, yeah. I think there was a breakup and then there was a reconciliation. And somewhere in the midst of all that, this person met someone and they haven't stopped seeing them. Yeah, the memory, that's the past person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think as far as the third party goes, this person was telling the truth when they met them that there was a breakup that or a separation. I don't think they've told the third party that they're back together. I don't think they oh my gosh, spit it out. I don't think they've told the third party or the new person about each other. They're keeping both situations going. Stress. Yeah. Yeah, I think they're struggling to I think they're struggling to keep this going. Something's going to have to give here. This person, yeah, I think the one who's doing this is stressed out because they knows that something has to end with one or the other. They need to make a decision. Tell me about the outcome for Libra. King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, the World. Yeah, this looks like Ace of Cups is new love. A cycle has to end. I think that's what's going on here. This person is keeping up two relationships. And what I feel like is this started honestly, but it didn't end up that way. I feel like there was some kind of separation here or breakup. And in that time of that breakup, this person met someone, but then there was the opportunity to get back with the person they broke up with, and they chose to do that, but they haven't broke up with the third person either. They're trying to maintain both these relationships. And something has to end here. And I think this person is stressing, they're either stressing about how they're going to end one or the other relationships, or they're stressing out about who they're going to end a relationship with. King of Swords in reverse, the World, Ace of Cups. Two of Swords. Someone's not seeing something here. Five of Swords. Yep. Yeah, something needs to end here. Ending a cycle. Someone turning their back. Seven of Wands. Blocking new love. Oh. This this could also be a situation where someone decided to get back with someone they were broken up with, and now the third person is the one that's obsessing and stalking. the person who, if this was, because this does kind of look like a breakup here, this person may have also ghosted the third party. The person who, if they ended this, may not know that the third party is watching them and following them. Two of Swords in reverse, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. Six of Cups, yeah. The Devil in reverse, Ace of Swords. This is so messy. I think this person is trying to do the right thing, but they're so messy about it. They leave the one who is dealing with this, the one who's in the middle of this situation. I think they got back. They were broken up with the person they were with. They got back together, and either they ghosted this third person. They leave too many loose ends. See, they ended something, or they will be ending something and turning their back in order to get away from the devil energy. So it's indicating to me like this person doesn't necessarily want to be in a third party, but I think they're causing such a mess in what they're trying to do that it's going to cause issues. But I mean, it's really whoever this third person is, they really don't need to be following or obsessing over someone. If it's over, it's over. But that seems to be the case. This third person could be a Cancer. It could be any kind of situation. The one that started seeing someone during a breakup could be a Cancer. The third person could be a Cancer. The other person's in the relationship could be a Cancer. But this could also be like in regards to GPS, like because it's the Chariot. So traveling. What I'm getting at is I think this third person has a problem the fact that they got left out in the cold. I don't think they like that. I think the person who ended the situation may have ghosted the third party, and that's why they're like being stalkerish. Loss, yeah. Natural disaster, taking a risk, and care, support. See, this is clarity that the third person is getting clarity that there's been reconciliation here and that they've been blocked. That's why I think they've been ghosted. And that's caused a disturbance for them, which has led them to start obsessing and following someone. And I don't necessarily know that this person is aware of it. I don't think they're doing anything or that there's evil intentions. I think someone's just wanting to see what is going on. And I think that has to do with the fact that the other may have ghosted them. And if this person would have just had the gall to be upfront and honest, this person probably wouldn't be doing this. But it seems to me like the breakup, the one who's in the middle of this, but in the middle of these two people, like the breakup was messy. Even the getting back together here they are trying to get back together with the person they were with and still having this other relationship. That whole thing is messy. They leave, it's like I said, they leave too many loose ends and it creates a mess. So tell me about the advice for Libra. So as far as Libra goes, either you're the one who's the third party, you're the one in the middle of this situation, or you're the one who was in this relationship with this person and there was a breakup. So take it how it resonates. Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy, Death, Scorpio energy, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. See, I feel like this person's causing a lot of unnecessary problems, and it's because they're too chicken shit to speak up. I think that's what the problem is here, is either they don't want to hurt someone's feelings or something like that, but it's just because they're too scared to say what they need to say, it's creating a mess. It's creating problems. Hermit in reverse, Death, Eight of Wands in reverse. Death in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, and Seven of Pentacles. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact I think this person ghosted the third party, just up and left. So that has the third party going, what happened to this person? But they're having to investigate to figure it out on their own. And that's created this other situation. When it's saying that somebody, if they had just ended it like a mature person would, that this wouldn't be an issue. So I almost feel like Libra may be the one that has been ghosted here. But like I said, take it how it resonates. It's like waiting on communication that doesn't come. Death in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, Seven of Pentacles. So if this is a situation where you know this person recently got out of a breakup and you got ghosted, just know that more than likely it's because they got back with the person they broke up with. And they just didn't have the kahunas to announce that it's over. Ten of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. Yep, I believe that's what this is. It's saying this person could have done this differently and it would have went a lot better. It's saying that the other person could have just moved on. Like I said, I don't think this is someone stalking in like a, it's more, I feel, investigative. Like, why did this person just up and leave me? This is like seeing where they're at. Oh, this is where the person they broke up with lives. Oh, following someone to figure out what's going on, or, either following them on social media, something like that. And it's like, the way it's showing in the advice is like, if they would just been upfront and told me, then I could have just moved on. This person, it just seems like they played a lot of games. That's why it's never good to start seeing someone who's been in a recent breakup, because if those wounds are still fresh, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, hesitation, alliance. Yeah, see, this is definitely indicating if someone had just ended it, I wouldn't have been trapped in my thoughts and I could have just moved on. If we could have just worked together here. Yeah. Someone's looking back and yeah, saying I should have known this was going to happen. What it is rebound energy. Um I don't think it was intentional rebound energy. I think this started out honest enough, but then it's whenever the concept of getting back together with the other person come up, that's when everything started getting messy. Okay, get the angel answers. Messages for Libra. No need to worry. And ask your angels. Underneath that is within the next few weeks. All right, let's get the Lenormand of the Knot. Messages for Libra. You have the bear, number 15. On the bottom is, I believe that's the house, number 5. Let's see what the bear says. No, that's the tree. The bear. Description: the card shows a strong white bear in a winter landscape, standing under the constellation of the Great Bear, which transmits its energy of strength and vitality. On the background, an aurora borealis rises up, another symbol of calm and power. Divinatory message: this bear represents strength, whether physical or intellectual, and lavishes you a great deal of calm, stability, determination, and personal power. You're starting a period of prosperity and security. In all areas, luck will be on your side, as long as you remain confident and focused on your goals. Secret question: do you feel strong? Affirmation: I believe in my inner magic and power. Let's see what tree says. Says the card shows the trunk of a 1,000-year-old tree, which looks very much like a leprechaun cabin. Powerful and well rooted, this tree extends its branches to the sky and seems to invite to reconnect with Mother Nature. Divinatory message: this tree is a symbol of health and serenity, suggesting you to root your energies and keep a Zen spirit. Take care of your body and mind. Make sure everything you build is durable and solid. Secret question: are you strong, confident, and rooted, or are you tossed around the wind, lacking a solid base? Affirmation: I take time to reconnect with nature. I root my feet in the ground and extend my mind to the sky. All right, Libra, that is what I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button, subscribe if you like, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.